Hello, my beautiful souls. Mandy Rose Maiko, psychic medium. So, are you about to begin your spiritual journey? Are you already on your spiritual path? Are you coming up against blocks? Are you feeling a little bit stuck? Now, today I just want to talk a little bit about mediumship and how to get yourself started. So, for whatever reason you feel drawn to being a medium or working with spirit, doesn't mean you've got to do it on a scale where you're going out in the public and you're getting on a platform, a stage, a theatre, or even doing paid readings one-to-one. Maybe it's your spiritual journey for yourself. Maybe you've had a really sad loss and you're trying to find the answers. Whatever the reason, the journey is amazing. It is beautiful. It's very addictive. Once you start to feel spirit, it's something that you don't want to let go of that feeling, because it is euphoric. There's a good word for it. It like wraps around you and it holds you and it makes you feel safe and it makes you feel connected with yourself and with your higher self. So, you want to get started. Look around. It's always a good idea to see if there's a church. It doesn't matter if you're not religious, but like a spiritual center, a place where you can go, where you can connect with other like-minded people. If that doesn't fit for you, ask around between your friends, because quite often everybody's thinking about spiritualism, they're thinking about connecting with spirit, they're thinking about what happens after we leave the physical plane. So start talking, say you're interested in it. You'll be surprised how many other people come along who've got the same interest, or they're just intrigued or fascinated by it. And it's a good idea, if you don't have somewhere to go, or there is somewhere you don't feel comfortable going, to develop yourself, get together a group of like-minded people, a home circle. Basically, home circles, they've been around for so long, and a lot of the well-known mediums and the pioneers of mediumship, when I say that, it's those that stepped forward, shared their gifts, made people aware of it, regardless of what opinion was. So sitting like this on a regular basis, a set time, like making an appointment with spirit, commitment, trusting, and just sitting with people that their energy feels right for you. And get together. It doesn't matter if it's only 2 or 3 of you. You can build on that and come together, phones off. When you come, don't chat about your everyday life. You can talk about that anytime. This is your time that you're dedicating to spirit. So to start with, I always say, and the people who sat with me and people I've sat with, we always open with prayer, regardless of whether we're religious or not. It's like a key in the door. You're saying to spirit, we're here, we want to work, we're working for the right reason, and you're opening that up. You're saying, we're ready to connect with you. Please come close. That is your invitation. And also it's good for protection, so that you're always coming from love, you're working with the best of intentions. So once you've sat quietly, a lot of people will sit in the same spot week in, week out. They just feel that's their energy is in that spot. That's fine. If you want to light a candle or you want to burn incense, as long as everyone's happy with that, that's great. And once you've opened with that prayer, decide if you're going to have a meditation or if you're going to sit in the power. And when I say sit in the power, you can do this in the silence, you can do it with a piece of music, preferably without words, so your mind's not singing along to the tune in your head. Sit there with the music or in the silence and just be. It's just about switching your mind from the external world, all the craziness of what's going on in the world, in your life. So start by sitting there quietly, unless it's a guided meditation, then just go on that journey. Once you've learned to take the monkey mind out, sometimes some people will focus on a word, say like joy, as if joy is this big in front of them. And they'll look at that word, and as they focus on it, every time their mind drifts, they come back to that center. So once you've sat in the power, you come back and set aside a set time, maybe 10 minutes, and then you can build on that and talk about, if you want to, how you felt. If you felt connected, don't have any set intention that I want this and I want that. It's not about that. It's just about being. It's about learning to disconnect, and it's learning to allow them to come close and you being silent enough to hear them. And once you've done that and you come out and maybe you've talked about your own experience, if you want, then if somebody wants to have a go at connecting with spirit, if you put it out that you want spirit to come close, they're there. They're waiting to work with us, and they need us to be their voice. So you can do it in a way of feeling. Right, how do I feel? Do I feel someone here? Straight away think, is this a man or a woman? Straight away like that. And the first thing that comes in, you say you had a female, the feeling of female, you say, I have a lady here. How does she make you feel? And maybe you feel upbeat and a bit sort of like happy and a bit excitable. You say, I feel this lady was a bit excitable. She was quite an upbeat lady. But communicate with spirit. Say, okay, I've got you here. Tell me something about you. What do you want to say? How do you feel? Let me feel who you were, what your interests were. And as you go along, just say the first things that come in. It's about learning to move the mind out the way so that spirit can come in. And as you build on it and you do it regularly, they will come closer and closer. And it's just trust. Say what you get. I met a guy once and he said, I can't get nothing, didn't work, blah, blah, blah. And I said, okay, just have a go. And he said, all right, I'll be making it up. So he said, I've got this lady, red curly hair, big glasses. She keeps, I feel my kidneys, something around my kidneys. And he looked at me and said, that's a load of rubbish, isn't it? And somebody said, actually, that's my sister. And once he'd got that link, more bits of information was coming in. And when you're working and you're giving information and somebody feels they can take that information, get their voice, because hearing their response, it's like if we hear something familiar, we'll come closer, but also it boosts the confidence of the person reading. And when you've gone around and whoever wants to have a go has done it, at the end of the evening, say your prayers, say your gratitude, your thank you for everything that has happened. Close it in prayer until the next time. And that is really, really important, because you don't want to take them home with you and they won't. And don't talk about what goes on in your circle outside. It's personal, it's private. People want to feel comfortable. So that is sitting with spirit, connecting with the power, and it's the first step on the road to becoming that spiritual medium that you want to be. Love and blessings. Please follow me for more, and I send you a blessing. Bye for now.